Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video, and support me on Patreon. Watch till the end of the video for more. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another review of Primal Warrior Draco Azul. This time, Andres Perez, aka Kaiju Noir, just released issue 3 on Kindle. After issues 1 and 2, and the anthology novel Full Metal Chronicles, the world of Primal Warrior Draco Azul has covered a decent amount of ground in character development and setting. But what does Primal Warrior Draco Azul issue number 3 have to offer? Let's take a look. After Eric trains with Ramona on the titular mech itself, the two go to Monterey, but after a funny little moment with Exua, also digging the shirts of Will Kearney's God's Wrath and Matt Denion's Atomic Rex. The focus of this issue is to treat the reader with an origin story of how Eric Martinez came across the Blue Mech and took on the responsibility to become its pilot. Turns out Eric was a history teacher who went to Cancun on Dia de los Diablos, where the giant monsters emerged from the ground and began to wreak havoc. Eric immediately notices an old man and tries to escort him to safety, but is led underneath one of the pyramids where Draco Azul lies. However, the destruction that is being left by the monsters cause debris to fall in the cavern and the old man is crushed. The old man passes a staff onto Eric, telling him that he is Draco Azul's next pilot. Eric then goes to activate Draco Azul, and he comes face to face with the monster Didrion in that Mecha anime episode 1 sort of fashion. And we're even treated with how Eric met Exua for the first time. And this also goes into some of the biggest themes that have been common with this story thus far, and they are purpose, perseverance, and courage. Eric begins his arc in a situation where he is mocked and not very ambitious, and has to deal with a lot of stress. To get away, he goes on vacation and is suddenly thrown into a path that ends up changing who he is as a person. Even though he didn't ask to be the pilot of Draco Azul and feels uncertainty, his good-hearted nature knows deep down that he is the only one who can use the mech to defend the Earth from Diablos. Even if he fails, Eric will do everything in his power to defend humanity. Andres has compared the character of Eric to that of Peter Parker. Both characters found themselves in situations they didn't ask to be part of, but their actions involving helping others for the greater good have set them on a path where they may struggle or experience self-doubt, but they still find a purpose to push on, as what they do is making a huge difference. And that picture is painted very clear when Ramona, after Eric expresses how Draco Azul has affected his life, takes him to what is essentially a Draco Azul festival, where there's music, toys, t-shirts, and luchador masks, all to celebrate the Blue Warrior. Now, where can I buy all that? There's even little nods and references to other indie monster comics, such as Christopher Martinez's Fire Beast Dorugan, Garaian's Nagorayar, Scott R. Schmidt and Tyler Soule's Durantis the Lost Serpent, Ganagwa from Tyler Soule's Colossal Conqueror, James and Biggie and Frankie B. Washington's Robot God Akamatsu, and Keith Foster's Kodoja. Oh yeah, and Godzilla's there too. The festival is interrupted by yet another Diablo, and while I won't spoil the ending of this issue, all I'm gonna say is that the story of Draco Azul is far from over, as it's only just beginning. Whereas the last two issues of Draco Azul played more off of action with some hints of development and an overarching story, this issue takes a very nice break from all that to develop the character of Eric Martinez some more, in what I consider to be the best issue yet. Right now, Primal Warrior Draco Azul number 3 is available on Amazon through Kindle, with a physical paperback version coming late February. So go ahead and get your copy of Primal Warrior Draco Azul number 3 right now through the link in the description. And while you're at it, pick up issues 1 and 2, as well as the anthology novel Full Metal Chronicles. And on the way is another novel that ties into the comics, Primal Warrior Draco Azul Soulless Blood. No release date for this one just yet, but in the meantime, you can see Draco Azul and Girl vs. Sleipnir on Webtoons and Tapas. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, then definitely consider supporting me on Patreon, where for a single $1, you can get access to my Discord server. Other than that, you can also get early access to videos, exclusive content, commission video requests, and receive a t-shirt of your choice from my TeePublic. Also want to give a very special shout out to Nikki for becoming a new patron. Greatly appreciate it. And once I reach enough patrons, I'll do a video covering several unmade Godzilla films, so if that's something you'd like to see, then go support me on Patreon. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is TitanGoji, signing off.